The annual Georgia Pork Producers Association meeting was held recently at the Georgia Farm Bureau headquarters in Macon. It was an event designed to provide an update on the industry while also presenting information on new regulations. Monitor's Damon was there.
Class was in session for a number of Georgia pork producers as they made a trip to Macon for their annual association meeting. It was a chance for them not only to get caught up on the latest trends, but also earn a couple of mandatory training hours.
It is very important because we have a lot of the doctors from the University of Georgia, and we have a lot of input from them. Plus, we get 3 to 4 hours of training every time we come.
It's just important for all producers to keep up with not only what's going on in research, what we're learning about research and efficient production and so on, but also what's going on in the regulatory community.
It's a community run by the EPA and the Georgia Environmental Protection Division, which oversees both air and water pollution on all animal feeding operations. And while there were some minor changes to the licensing and waste management regulations, the main goal of the session was to encourage farmers to keep and update the written records.
It's very valuable when you have an incident occur, if you were to have a manure spill or something like that, if you were to have a complaint from a neighbor or something like that, to be able to show that you're doing a good job. And that's hard to do. It's hard to motivate people to do that. It's hard for me to write things down, but that's probably the most significant thing that we're doing here.
However, it's not just the regulations that are an issue for producers, as the escalation in feeding costs as well as budget cuts have caused a sharp decline in the market. It's a situation that has farmers very worried about the future of their industry.
Even though the price of hogs are good now, I don't believe we can stay in too much longer because the input is higher than the profits.
But in spite of the recent setbacks, it's not all doom and gloom for the industry, as the University of Georgia's Agricultural School reported yet another increase in student enrollment. It's a trend that hopefully signals good things for the future.
Yes, it certainly encourages me to know that students recognize that there is a future in agriculture. We all want food and probably will continue to want food for a long time, and there are a lot of jobs in agriculture, more than just farming. And there is no lack of demand for students. We have a lot of students, and we have students that want to get in, and our student population is growing. And so that is an encouraging sign.
Reporting for the Georgia Farm Monitor, I'm Damon Jones.